Alright guys, welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to approach women at the gym. I'm going to show you the do's and the don'ts of doing that. So today we're going to cover how to actually approach women at the gym and get results, because it's harder to get results if you don't know what to do and how to do it. So I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts and how to really flirt at the gym without appearing weird or creepy or being labeled as that guy who's a weirdo at the gym. Okay, so we're going to cover that. First, I want you to know that women do want to be approached at the gym. So give yourself permission to go for it. It's not a big deal. Like, women get approached all the time and it's just natural, you know? Don't view it as something creepy or weird. Like, women want to be approached, but it has to be by a guy who won't waste their time. And don't be the type of guy who's going to make her want to change her gym membership because she was so creeped out. Approaching women at the gym is a great option if you're already there a lot. Like, if you go to the gym like 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week, that's a lot of time invested at the gym and you're probably going to see a lot of women. So why not capitalize on that to also meet some women? Like, besides you lifting weights and, you know, improving your fitness, you're also going to be there to create some opportunities for yourself dating wise, right? And there's a lot of girls who share similar values as you. Like, probably if they're going to the gym, if they're working out, they're valuing health, they're valuing fitness, they're valuing personal growth, which is, I mean, those are great traits in a woman, right? And so you're going to find a lot of women with similar values. That's why I love to approach women at the gym, because most of the women that approach at the gym, most of them have similar values as me. And so we get along pretty well. Now, try to go at the same time each day if you can, because most of the girls are going to recognize you. Like, right now, when I go to the gym, most of the girls recognize me and they know I go to the gym at the same time. And so I saw them already a couple times, even before approaching them. So what I recommend is become a regular. Try to go to the gym at the same time each day. Go like 2, 3, 4 times a week. And that way you can leverage the mere exposure effect as well. So what is the mere exposure effect? Basically, the more someone sees you, the more you become familiar and the more they like you, right? So the more they become familiar with you, the more they see you and the more they like you. That's the mere exposure effect. So, for example, in a club, sometimes when I go to a club here, I see the same girls I've seen the week before and the same girls I've seen 2 weeks ago too. So we keep seeing each other and we keep bumping into each other. And so at the end of the day, we're just going to become friends, or we're going to become acquainted. You see what I mean? And so it's kind of the same thing at the gym. Like, if I see a girl 2, 3 times, the natural outcome of that is that we're going to start saying hi to each other because I've seen them a couple times and they're familiar to me. So then the more we say hi to each other, the more we kind of like each other, because it's just familiarity. You see what I mean? So mere exposure effect, very, very powerful. Now, there are 3 situations a woman can be in while at the gym. So either she's in the middle of a workout, so she's actually lifting weights, or she's actually running or doing some biking or whatever. And if that's the case, like, do not disturb them while they're actually in action, right? Do not interrupt the girl while she's working out. Now, in between sets, that's kind of the best time to open. Like, when she's taking a break between the intense moments of a workout, that's when she might be open to talking. So that's the second situation. So first situation, in the middle of a workout. Second situation, in between sets. Now, third situation is when she's walking around. So maybe she's getting some water. Maybe she's going to the bathroom. Maybe she's walking to or from a workout, meaning like she's either entering or exiting the gym. This can be a really good time to approach as well. So the best times to approach at the gym are in between sets and when she's walking around somewhere, right? Those are the best times. Now, you can always start a conversation as long as she is between things. So don't approach her in the middle of a set. I repeat, don't approach a woman at the gym in the middle of a set. Now, if you spot a girl you like and you want to talk to her, here's what you should do and here's what you shouldn't do. So what I would do, let's say I spot a girl at the gym that I like. What I would do is, at some point, I'm going to position myself close to her. So if she's working out at some part of the gym, let's say she's working out where all the leg exercises are, because in my gym personally, there's different parts. Like there's a part where it's like only for cardio and abs. There's a part where it's only for like chest exercises. There's a part where it's only for back exercises or legs exercises. And so if she's working out at some part of the gym, then if I like her, I'm going to get a bit closer to her. I'm going to try to work out in that area, right? So I'm going to try to work out in some machine that's close to her machine, right? That way we can notice each other. We can actually, hold eye contact. And that way, like in between sets, it's going to be kind of a casual over the shoulder introduction. Instead of me going across the gym to approach her, it's just going to be more organic. Like she's going to be near me. We're both working out close to each other. And so the natural outcome would be to discuss with each other because we're just like close by. You see what I mean? And so I'd rather have like a casual over the shoulder type of introduction rather than having to cross across the gym, like to actually beeline across the gym to just approach her. See what I mean? So that's why it's better and more strategic to position myself close to her first. Then when I'm close to her, I'm going to smile, hold eye contact, try to make a flirtatious eye contact before approaching her. So let's say she's in between sets, we catch eye contact. I'm going to try to kind of smile, smirk a little bit, and I'll see if she reciprocates, So I'm going to try to create a nonverbal connection and try to see whether like she's looking at me too or if she's reciprocating. And that's going to give me kind of a vibe check or kind of just to test if like there's interest there already. Now, if she's putting her headphones and she's looking down and she has like some hoodie on or something and she's not making eye contact with anyone, then she's probably not looking to have a chat. Okay, so in that case, it might be better to not approach her at all. Approach her another time. Now, once I position myself close to her and I hold a bit eye contact or I let her notice my presence, then I'm gonna approach with confidence. So first of all, I'll wait until she's more like in an isolated area, preferably, not in the middle of everybody. You see what I mean? Because you don't want to approach a girl in the middle of the gym where there's tons of people, tons of guys, tons of other girls. It's better to do it when there's not a lot of people around, right? So maybe there's one person, two people, but like if there's like 10 guys and like 10 girls, like near you, like it's not the best option. It's gonna be too much. Like it's gonna put her too much on the spot. You see what I mean? It's gonna make her uncomfortable. So it's better to approach her at a time where there's not a lot of people around. Now, usually if I've seen the girl before, I'm going to say something like this. I'm going to say, hey, I just saw you. I know we haven't met each other before, but I don't know. I saw you a couple times and I want to say hi to you. How long have you been training here? And always smile. Obviously, you always want to smile on the open, okay? So I would just say that. I would just say, hey, I've seen you a couple times here. I just wanted to say hi to you. I know we haven't met each other before. How long have you been training here, right? So that could be one of my openers. Now, if I haven't seen her before, then I could just say, hey, I just saw you. You looked interesting. I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you new here? And I could say that, that's a way to open. There's many ways to open, okay? I'm just giving you like a few. But a simple hi is not enough. And a simple hi, I see you here a lot is not enough as well. So you have to be a good conversationalist. You have to make her talk. So don't wait for her to carry the conversation for you. Like you have to actually ask her questions and be genuinely curious about her. Like you have to chit chat for a few minutes and assume the leadership role in the conversation. Like you're the one asking the questions, you're the one screening her, and you're the one seeing if you like her, And the frame is always like, I hope I like her, not I hope she likes me. I hope I like her. That's my frame. I'm not there to sell myself. I'm there to see if she's the right fit, right? Now, obviously, you do it in a way that's playful and flirty and lighthearted, but that's the frame, okay? So you want to have a small conversation, like, oh, how long have you been working out at this gym? Or what are you training today? What's your goals fitness wise? And you can even make a comment like, wow, you lift pretty heavy. I saw you earlier. And if you do, by the way, if you do say something along the lines of like, I see you here a lot, or, oh, I saw you lifting a lot of weights, then you want to compliment her on her consistency and her discipline. Because otherwise she's going to think that you're just looking at her booty and she might find it a bit creepy, right? So it's better like to say, oh, you know, props, I've seen you train a lot, so props, I really respect people who are consistent like that. You want to basically compliment her on some attribute like that, like a trait, consistency, discipline, you know, mental fortitude, whatever. Okay. Now you can ask her where she's from. You know, oh, are you French? Oh, are you Estonian? Oh, are you American? Whatever. And you just ask about her ethnicity, where she comes from, what she does here. Like, oh, do you work? Do you study? Blah blah blah. And then you can even ask her like if she goes out. Like, do you like going out here? How do you find the nightlife here? And just ask her a few questions, vibe a little bit, and keep in mind that you both have a workout to do. So you're not there to chit chat for like 5-10 minutes. You're there to chit chat like maybe 2 minutes, and then like, oh, you know, I have to go soon. Like I have to do my set. I have to go. Let's exchange contacts, and you know, we can keep in touch. But you know, always keep in mind that she's busy, you're busy. So respect her time, respect your time. You know, I'm gonna chit chat with her for 2-3 minutes, and then I'm just gonna say, hey, I need to do a set right now. I'm gonna leave you too. I guess you also need to work out. So let's exchange Instagrams real quick, and we'll keep in touch. So that's what I'll do, okay? I'm not there to take too much of her time, and I have a workout to do as well. Now, regardless of the outcome, be proud of putting yourself out there. Very few guys put themselves out there. Remember that some girls will find the situation extremely flattering. Like a lot of girls, like they're not used to that, and it's very flattering for them. They're gonna love it. Even if they have a boyfriend, they still appreciate that kind of attention. And for some others, like some other girls, like fuck them, you know, they're not gonna like you, and that's fine. Nothing personal. Now, here are the don'ts of approaching women at the gym, like what you shouldn't do when approaching women at the gym. So first of all, when you're at the gym, if you want to approach a girl, you need to be like a sniper, okay? You're not an AK-47. You're not gonna mass approach and mass shoot everybody, okay? You have to be like a sniper. You pick your target, you have one shot, and you're not going to be mass approaching there, okay? Don't spam approach and attract a lot of attention, because other people are going to see that you're that type of guy that approaches everyone, and you're going to have a bad reputation at the gym, okay? Especially if that's a gym you go to like every week, multiple times a week. That's not a position you want to be in. So remember that it's not a club, it's not the street, it's not a shopping mall. You know, like the rules of engagement and the rules of social dynamics are a bit different at the gym. It's kind of the same thing as in a workplace, right? So if you just go and approach every girl in the gym, people will notice that, and they're going to instantly label you as that guy, right? So you have to do it under the radar without attracting a lot of attention. That's what I said earlier. Like basically, you want to do it when it's kind of in an isolated area, or when there's not a lot of people around, right? You want to be a bit discreet, right? And don't be super direct, like, oh, hey, you're so beautiful, I had to talk to you. Do you want to grab a drink? No, like don't be too direct, because otherwise it's going to put her on the spot too much. It's going to put a lot of pressure. And don't do any fancy gamey gimmick or some shit like that. Okay, be normal, be natural, vibe a bit, and then bounce off. Okay, but you have to think of the gym as a community of some sort. As I said, like a workplace. Like you wouldn't go and hit on every girl in your workplace, right? Because that's a sure way of just getting fired or getting some problems in your workplace. So same thing at the gym. Now at the gym, honestly, most of the time, I'm going to go with an indirect approach, right? Because at least if she's not down, then there's no harm done. Like there's no awkwardness when I see her later on. Whereas if I'm too direct in the approach and she says she's not interested, now I have to see this girl a bunch of times, and there's going to be some awkwardness there, okay? So at the gym, it might be better to be indirect most of the time. And so what you can do, and this is what I do myself as well most of the time, is I would go indirect at first. I would just open her indirectly, ask her a few questions, vibe a bit, and then I would tell her that I like throwing parties. Like I throw a lot of parties, I throw a lot of events. I could tell her that I'm actually a DJ, which is true. I DJ in many places here. And I could invite her to one of my events and tell her to bring some friends. So that could be an excuse to actually get her contact. I could say, hey, I like to throw parties. You seem pretty fun. So if you like going out, I could invite you to some of my events. If you want, we can keep in touch on Instagram and you can bring some friends, right? And that's a way to get her contact without appearing like weird or creepy or without being too direct, okay? And that's what I like to say with girls at the gym, because then she's gonna perceive me as this social connector, like this social guy who creates events, etc. And I don't create all this pressure, right? And then when I get her Instagram, I can get a lot more, intimate, right? Then when I get her Instagram, I can talk to her a bit deeper and I can go for more of a one-on-one meetup. You see what I mean? So that's what you can do. That's a good strategy, is going indirect first, telling her that you like to throw parties or telling her that you like to throw photo shoots or whatever. And if she's interested, then you can exchange Instagrams. And that way there's no harm done. Like, she can't really reject you. You're just providing value, right? So that's great. Okay. And by the way, once you follow up on Instagram, don't be over the top. Like, don't like sexualize too hard over text, etc. Right? Like, be chill, be normal, invite her for a drink, and that's it. And by the way, don't do more than 1 or 2 approaches within each session at the gym, okay? Approach maximum 2 girls for each session you go to the gym, right? So if I go to the gym, I'm gonna approach maximum 1 or 2 girls. More than that, I'd be spam approaching too much, okay? And that's not good, as I said. Now, don't be a know-it-all. Like, at the gym, don't be a know-it-all. Like, don't be the guy who tries to correct her form and tries to fucking give her unsolicited advice and all of that. Instead, push your ego aside, find something that you can honestly compliment her on, and that's it. Don't try to correct her or whatever, okay? And don't compliment her body as well. Like, don't compliment her on her booty or on her titties or whatever. If I compliment a girl at the gym, I'm gonna compliment her on her outfit, on her style, her strength, her tattoos if she has one, whatever. But don't comment on her appearance. It's better not to do that, okay? So that's what I recommend. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you truly want to master your dating life and you want to learn the proper systems, the proper practices, so that you can consistently attract at least 1, 2, 3 high quality women every single week, or potentially attract a long-term partner, then I can definitely help you with that. For the past 8 years, I've been helping men from over 39 plus countries to skyrocket their dating lives. As you can see, these are some success stories. Like, these are recent success stories. This is one from Dan. He went from, being truly miserable in his dating life, not dating at all, to actually having a new girlfriend after a few weeks of working with me. And then you have Kevin, he's getting 4 dates a month on average consistently right now. Another guy, for example, Rahul, this week only, he got like 2 home pulls, which means he pulled the girls to his place. And that's only in 1 week, And a lot of clients are getting wins like every week. You can follow me on Instagram. You'll see that, my clients get plenty of wins all the time. And if you want to master that, the best program is the Dating Accelerator Mentoring. So this is a full mentoring program where I show you everything you need to know and I hold you accountable throughout the whole process. That way you can get consistent dates without wasting your time. So book a call below if you're interested in potentially working with us. We also have live programs. Those are live bootcamp programs. I host these programs every month or 2. The next one is going to be in Estonia as I'm speaking by end of June, but we have plenty of programs all the time. So you can go to higherselfcircle.com/uplevel to check up on the upcoming programs. Now, you also have my books, obviously, Instagram Secrets, Playboy Secrets. Those are classics. But yeah, the best obviously is the mentoring. So if you enjoyed this video, just follow me if you haven't followed me yet. Leave a comment, like this video, share this video if you find value in it and you want to share this with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video.